Wonderful. Yes. So Michelle, we welcome you tonight. Whatever is happening, it's still a glorious night. We are so glad you are with us, you and your mother, Lidivina. So share with us your journey with ONPASSIVE. And I know your mother is also a founder, excited about ONPASSIVE. Let us know how you come across, who is your sponsor, if we can share, and then lead us on and encourage ONPASSIVE Singapore team passion on. Michelle, take over.
Thank you. Thank you, Mabel. Hi, everyone. My name is Michelle, and I am your friend. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. So let's enjoy this ride and just be happy, no stress.
Yes.
Even if we have technical issues. And I don't know if my team is here. If they are, hello guys, welcome. And before anything else, I would really like to take this opportunity, Mabel, to thank the following. First of all, our God and the universe for this life and energy, the blessings of abundance and unity that we have, this connection and the prosperity that we're going to have sooner or later. And also to my Mama, who is here tonight to say hi to everyone. Thank you, Ma, for all your unconditional love and support. I pray to God that you will stay healthy and, just be happy, Ma. And of course, to Mr. Ash, sir, thank you for thinking of us, of lifting up humanity. Thank you for sharing the blessings you received from God with us. Thank you for being the light that shines on everyone's path. When you said ONPASSIVE is a done deal, I get it. And I'm sure most of us here get it too, right? So thank you, sir. And thank you to your family for sharing you with us, because your time is precious for them, but they still let you be with us to have this movement. And of course, to our tech team and support team of ONPASSIVE, yoo-hoo! Are they not doing great? Your efforts are really great, guys. Thank you. You are amazing. And to our leadership council, to our leaders, you guys rock too, because of your recaps and the replayed webinars, we are all in sync. So all of us are on the same page. So where we know where ONPASSIVE is. So thank you, thank you. Dr. Bill, thank you, Doc, for everything, for the guidance, the knowledge that I can support my team too. And now, lastly, Mabel, thank you. And Singapore Passion Team, thank you for this webinar, for hosting this. It's amazing. It's always been a pleasure to join. And you, Mabel, is a very great presenter or presentators. I don't know how you call it in general, but you are a great presenter. I admire you. So thank you. Now, I would like to ask first my mom to say something, because at least to say hi to you. It's her past bedtime, and she just came back from the virus, and she recovers really quickly. So maybe she's a little bit tired now. So Ma, are you there, Ma?
Yes, I'm here. Hello, everyone. I'm Mrs. Lucas, and I am 81 years old. I'm happy and glad and proud program. I'm from Iligan City, Mindanao. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you so much, Ma, for being here, Ma. And guys, I'm just proud of my mama because she is 81 years old, turning 82 this November. And she is a proud founder. She has gone through a lot in her life. She has witnessed World War II. And now the artificial intelligence of ONPASSIVE. Isn't not great, Ma? Thank you, Ma. I love you, and stay safe and healthy, and I will see you soon. Okay. So now I would like to share how I met ONPASSIVE. I met ONPASSIVE through Dr. Bill. Dr. Bill and I are associated with this health cellular company with a breakthrough technology in health science. And I have been really sick when I was, when years back, I was really, really sick. But this has helped me a lot with my health. And because of this, it has become my passion to share it to others who need it. But how to become knowledgeable? So I got mentoring from my team. And of course, I wanted more. And so I started watching a replay of the recorded webinar of Dr. Bill and the other medical doctors in that company. And I thought, okay, I want to connect with Dr. Bill. So I looked him up on Facebook and I saw his profile. Hey, Doc, your profile with a fish. And I was even more thrilled to connect with him because before I moved from the Philippines to the Netherlands, I scuba dive and I missed that a lot. So I connected with Dr. Bill and we talked about that cellular health. But then, because we're connected on Facebook, guys, consistency is the key. Dr. Bill is so consistent in sharing ONPASSIVE, all kinds of information. And me, I am always a person who does not want to stay with my comfort zone. I am an adventurous person. I want to do something that is not a little bit outside of my comfort zone. Let's put it that way. And Dr. Bill is posting this every day. And then I asked him one day, Doc, what is that, Doc? What is ONPASSIVE? So Dr. Bill, shared everything with me. And I said, I'm going to learn this. And then later on, I will try, Doc. I will come back to you. After I learned everything, I signed up and I went to Dr. Bill. Doc, now, I'm not in this profession. My experience with network marketing is through this cellular health. And I don't know how to go with ONPASSIVE. Dr. Bill has really guided me since the beginning up to this day. So thank you so much, Dr. Bill, for that. And it has been really, really great. And what keeps me fired up all these months and years is actually because of my dream of freedom. What is the dream of freedom? I have that dream of freedom that I have envisioned in my head and in my heart. And knowing ONPASSIVE, my conviction with ONPASSIVE and my belief, or I believe in ASH 100%, or I can say 1000%, that ONPASSIVE is really a beacon of hope, the light in the dark, a done deal technology for you and me, guys. This is amazing. It has never done before, and only Mr. Ash has done that for us. So because of this, I have never stopped learning about ONPASSIVE. Everything I learned, I shared with my team, and I was hoping my team would learn from me too, and there are. And not all members or all founders in my team are active, but it's okay. It's a done deal, right? Mr. Ash has put everything for us, whether we work or not, it's up to us. But why don't we want to have, to help others if we can? So the only thing that I also want to share with you guys, or especially to the new ones, because ONPASSIVE is huge, and because it is huge, it's overwhelming. to know everything in one go. We cannot grasp all products. So what I suggest, this is what I did too. I followed my leader. So follow your leader, and then log into your back office. Make sure that you read the updates, click update tab and read there. There is a transcript if you don't want to view the recording. And then click the webinar. Make some comments. You don't need to be there the whole day. Just a little bit of your action, which Ash asked us to do. And it's a very minor thing. The rest is done it and his technical team. So that's all we need to do. And then because of this, that freedom of dream, the dream of freedom, the dream of freedom that I envision in my heart, part of that, not many people know about it, but just a few close people in my heart. I really wanted to build a shelter for the street children. You know, they are neglected children. I really wanted to create that. That was my dream. And because it takes a lot of resources, I couldn't do it. So I did what I can to help out with my own resources. But now with ONPASSIVE, if you look at our backdrop, thank you, Mabel, Singapore, the team Singapore Passion for our background. It says there ONPASSIVE Dream Maker. You know why? We are the dreamers, and we do our things every day to make that dream come true, to make our actions reach that dream. But you know, some are lucky, some are not. But with ONPASSIVE, all our dreams will come true. Actually, it's getting clearer and clearer by the day. So aren't you not fired up with that? I am so fired up because aside that, my freedom for myself and my family, I can help out my relatives and friends who are also having problems. And to pay it forward, we help the others who are really needing help in our society. So I am so fired up. I'm so excited for November. And I would like to say also that with that dream that I have, with that shelter, so I really want to mention this because it's in my heart, carved in my heart. In that shelter, when we take street children, I would really want them to learn the proper hygiene and nutrition. And there must be a teacher there to teach them values and education, learn how to read and write, teach them how to grow food, teach them to care and love for others, and to become a decent human being. So that is my passion. And I think ONPASSIVE is the vehicle for that. Aside from my own family's welfare, I can help others. And I would like to encourage ONPASSIVE Singapore Passion to keep your passion burning. So thank you guys. You are already doing great. Keep it up and inspire and motivate everyone. So thank you so much, everyone. And Dr. Bill, thank you again. Thank you.
Exactly. Thank you, Dr. Bill. And then for connecting all of us and leading us all these, I think it's more than a year, you know. I think I'm 21 months, if I'm not wrong, with ONPASSIVE. And it's divine connection with Dr. Bill. The day I signed up, the next day I found you. It's not easy to find someone globally, you know. The day I sign up, the next day I found you. So that is really divine connection. And of course, we will always thank Chui Hia, who found you first. And then we responded to her call to join ONPASSIVE. She is definitely a special lady in connecting all of us to ONPASSIVE. And she was actually asking God. She said, God, you need to find me passive income. And she found Dr. Bill and then ONPASSIVE. Now, even without sharing screen, let me share the main key of what we have to share today, which is actually a lot of updates also. with Ash sharing with us on the 1st of September. We thank you, Michelle and her mother, for sharing with us. Yes, we shall keep our passion and to understand for those who are new in ONPASSIVE, we will always have new people, because you know why? Dr. Bill, you have 1,000 people, if not more, in passion, in Singapore passion, team passion, and many are still sleeping giants. They will awake every week, eventually every day, especially when they see money in their old wallets. They will come running, seeking what this is all about. So ONPASSIVE is a software development company using the latest AI to run its platform. For those who are in business, you will love this platform. It's a one-stop shop with all the devices and tools and products to help you run your company. We have 50 plus products, and then Mr. Ash Mufarah has so kindly also developed and shared with us physical products that will disrupt positively our life. And our products are 3 to 5 years ahead of technology. We have products that will be launching in September this month. And just to name some of them will be O-Mail, O-Trim, O-Chat, O-Desk, O-Net, O-Tracker, O-Academy, O-Staff, O-Connect. Now, worthy to mention will be the free products that will capture the world. These free products will be the window that the world will view the platform. The online users will see. I would prefer that the world be used for ONPASSIVE. Everyone online will view the world of ONPASSIVE through these free products, which will be O-Mail, O-Connect, which is a social media for us all to interact. And then eventually we have O-Trim and also O-Bless. Later on, we will find more. Particularly, we want to understand is that the 15th of October, we will be launching, the date is given by Mr. Ash Mufarah. 15th October, we will launch O-Connect, which will give a run for this money for Zoom. So soon we will not have to use Zoom again, and we will not be stuck with what we have, John. You know, the owner of the account cannot share screen, which is strange, which could be my fault. You know, we wanted to go into the settings to stop everyone from screen sharing. That's what we did, and then we stopped ourselves too. So 15th of October, ONPASSIVE will launch O-Connect, and that is a market share of 75 billion in about 2-3 years time. So this is really big revenue for founders. We want to know that ONPASSIVE may seems to be not birthed yet, but eventually, like what Dr. Bill says, you know, we are shakers, and ONPASSIVE is the ground that will shake the world to positively disrupting. We will have those who are new, those who are seasoned founders. In ONPASSIVE, we will have TF, total freedom, financial freedom and time freedom. So that would be one question we would want to ask. When you have total and financial freedom, what would you do? What would you do? And that is how we call the apples. Very nicely framed by Mr. Ash Mufarah. We call money apples. Very sweet and nice to eat. So we want to let everyone know that there is a heart, H-E-A-R-T, in ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE, like Mr. Ash Mufarah has been stressing the last few meetings, we are not an ordinary company. We are not. We are a company first with a heart. It was created with a heart first. So what does it mean that ONPASSIVE has a heart? It means value above money. It means people above profits. So the heart of ONPASSIVE is people above value, people above profits. And what does it mean? From here, we want to share that Mr. Ash Mufarah's vision is that we have actions that can make the world a better place. What are some of the actions or activities? And that would be shoe for the shoeless, water for the thirsty, food for the hungry, a smile for the sad, virtual hug for the lonely. So this is the real things that we want to impact the world with. Water for the thirsty, shoe for the shoeless, and food for the hungry, home for the homeless. This is basically the vision, and we have 3 missions to fulfill the vision. And that is that Mr. Ash Mufarah's duty is to go and harvest the money, get the money for us. And he has chosen the internet to harvest the finance for us. And if you know the makeup, of ONPASSIVE, the business model, you will know that as he make the money, he's literally transferring the money to founders. Literally transferring the money to founders. We don't have to do anything. The AI does all the securing of customers for our accounts. And when he transfer the money to us, that's why he say success is a done deal for founders. He's just basically giving us, transferring the money to us as long as we are in it to win it, as long as we have an account in ONPASSIVE. Now, to fulfill just now what I said, to feed the hungry, water for the thirsty and the homeless, is basically you and I, the founder's mission. The founder's mission. So we are the one who's going to fulfill and impact the world to make it a better place. And this is worth saying, my Nate statement is that when it comes to technology and products, it seems maybe given time, companies can catch up with technology and products. But no one, we would dare to say, no one can match the heart of ONPASSIVE. No one can match the heart of Mr. Ash Mufarah, where he says value above people, profits above people above profits. So here, this is the heart of ONPASSIVE. And what I want to share today in terms of updates, I want to quickly now go to updates. We all want updates. Updates is where we catch the latest from Mr. Ash Mufarah. The latest from Mr. Ash Mufarah. The latest is that we just talked about OBLESS, right? So OBLESS, let me stress a bit, making the world a better place, one person at a time. Founders, you are that one person that Mr. Ash Mufarah has touched. And then making the world a better place, one family at a time. Your family, my family, is the family Mr. Ash Mufarah has touched. Now, so there are 1.4 million of us whom Mr. Ash Mufarah has touched. Can you imagine the 1.4 million of us, how we will impact and touch if we do the same and do greater works collectively? So here we are, 1.4 of us is going to touch more than one person at a time, more than a family at a time. And then now we're going to touch community, and we're going to help eradicate poverty. Now, having said that, the update today I want to share about ONPASSIVE and OBLESS. We have, for the longest time, OBLESS in ONPASSIVE. Are y'all with me? For the longest time, we say OBLESS in ONPASSIVE is to help the community, the needy community. But recently we heard that OBLESS can also be a platform of crowdfunding for startups. This is good news, big news for the economy, for people who have a good idea to start a company but no funds. So as far as I know from Bilma's video, which I believe it is the heart of Mr. Ashmufara, Dr. Bill, you have to correct me if it's wrong. So All Blessed, as what we understand now, is also a crowdfunding platform for startups. That means it is not only for community needs, it can be startup for medical, for education, for social, for business. This is big. This is really, we are really shaking the world to revive the world for the better. Because a lot of times, actually, when you talk about the economy need to arise first. So this is a wonderful thing. So All Blessed is the future for crowdfunding. For that, Mr. Ashmufara wants us to dream bigger and reach higher. Indeed, we must, you know, because this wealth that we are getting from ONPASSIVE is a generational wealth. It's not going to stop giving you that passive income. You just need to keep, as we say, you know, keep the flow alive. There's in, there must be out. If there's in, there must be out, and keep it flowing and make it alive. Now, I have already gone into updates for ONPASSIVE this week. Update. Many people or some people are still doubting what ONPASSIVE is. Doubt no more. It is real. It is alive. It is launching. And Mr. Ashmufara on the 1st of September in his webinar says that whatever he is saying in the webinar is available for the US government. Is available for our own attorneys, and as well as any other compliance that we need to show forth our legitimacy. So with this, when he says we are ready for the US government, for the government to vet us, to know who we are, founders, we are real, we are launching. And then there's one more thing that Dr. Bill today, this week showed us. Get ready, he said, founders, keep your NID, passport, driving license, get them ready for verification. That means our old wallet is in the process of to be activated. That's what some of us started off, you know, coming in for. So for Passion, for Asia, for Singapore, it means get our NRIC number ready, our passport number ready. What I knew is our old wallet may need our facial ID or thumbprint to activate it. So just get ready. But the wonderful thing now is that they are asking us to get ready to activate our old wallet. This is almost better than launching. This is money in the bank, you know, but we need to get launched first. So the whole thing is to link our old wallet to a local bank. That is hallelujah. So the old wallet in ONPASSIVE is that's what it says, is the world's safest single mode of transaction and payment. So this is what we are in. We are blessed indeed to come to this point where we are told to activate our old wallet, and then not forgetting to mention as part of update is 3rd of September, a few days ago, ONPASSIVE was launched again with hundreds of digital display in Dubai. So this is another manifestation of how the stacking of the marketing is. And then of course, we were also in the newspaper. Those who are in the group chat, we see the newspaper in UAE newspapers. Now, part of update, Dr. Bill should also, you know, whatever I say, Dr. Bill, that's why he's here every week, you know, to make sure I'm saying the right thing. Okay, now, one more thing. Remember, was it Dr. Bill who gave us a PDF writing about 50%? about our income as 50%. Now, without checking with Dr. Bill, without checking with anyone, let us do not, when they talk about revenue and we get 50%, that's what it seems we are getting the message. Do not expect an outright 50% to your own wallet. In any business, there is a payout formula system, and there are many other overheads, which I know Mr. Ash Mufarah has mentioned. But I don't want any one of us to have the impression that someone in our team gives a revenue of $100, I'm going to get $50. I'm almost sure it doesn't work like that. Okay, so when the PDF, the statement is out about 50%, about Mr. Ash Mufarah says that 50% will be given to founders. Do not expect outright 50% to your own wallet. That is not feasible on the business formula. So Mike Ellis in the same PDF statement says that we do not know what it is going to look like until we see it. Stay conservative. We are not MLM. That's what Mike Ellis says. So that is a very good statement. So please don't, when a business come in for $100, don't expect $50 in your own wallet. It doesn't work like that way in any business accounting or payout. So we need to be updated. I am winding down in my presentation here. We need to be updated, as Michelle have stated. Very good disciple you are under Dr. Bill. You really literally stay connected, back office, etc. So we need to stay updated with our back office lock-in webinars. It is called join at least 1 or 2 webinars every week. Watch YouTube as much as you can. Especially easy to view is actually the YouTube of Bilma's production. They come short, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, but actually they give the essence of the week of what Mr. Ash Mufarah says. So those videos are very good to have to be updated. I just want to say 2 or 3 more items. We are launching. We are literally launching, and the timeline is September. We will see the launch of products. We will also see the launch of free products. The free products is the one that is part of the marketing plan to get the world to come in and see the world of ONPASSIVE. And these free products will be OMail, ONet. OBLES is free, but I think we have to see the money in order to activate OBLES. And then OTrim is also free. I'm on timeline now. So September, you will see the launch of some products. October 15 is a big day to reckon. It is the launch of All Connect, which will be, for us, we start using that versus Zoom with the niche that we are facing today. It means time to move over, okay? Another big day to watch, if you are still with me, this is the big day. November 20th is a big day for us to observe. It is going to be a mega marketing event for ONPASSIVE. As it happened, if it happens, the whole world will know ONPASSIVE overnight. I cannot mention the marketing details, but to observe the date, November 20th. Now, I do have slides, but I couldn't show it, but it's supposed to excite us. On the 22nd, Dr. Bill knows about this, on the 22nd of September, not next week, the following Thursday, 22nd September, the following Thursday, we're going to have global leaders such as Mr. Michael Williams and Julie Wen to grace us to visit us in ONPASSIVE Singapore Team Passions webinar. So they're going to be here to do the same thing like Michelle, to excite us, to update us, and to encourage us and to inspire us. So 22nd September is a day, get all our friends to come in, all the founders, you know, and I just need to highlight, it's not 8:30, it's 8 o'clock. We just start half an hour earlier because we want to appreciate Julie Wen at Julie, her timing is when it is our 8 o'clock, it is her 5 a.m. She is waking up early for us. She's waking up early for us. It could be 5:30, but because she has to also to run off to fetch her daughter to school. So it's her 5 a.m., our 8 p.m. On 22nd, we're going to have Mr. Michael William and Julie to join us. So this is the update. And I think there's another fantastic update I need to share is it Singapore time tomorrow 8 a.m. Michael Williams is going to give another webinar to share, I think, very, very precious things. All the questions, all the things that you want to hear, the latest is there. So Singapore time, 8 a.m. is 8 p.m. in Michael's time. And of course, much earlier in Julie's time. So this is what I have. We are not going to be intimidated by no screen. I hope I still got your attention to get the gist of all the update that is necessary. So Dr. Bill, can you help me and correct me for any update that need to be corrected? Thank you, Dr. Bill.
Thank you, Mabel. No, you did everything right down the line, I think, accurate. The 50% question was answered properly. You know, we're going to get a percentage of that and it'll go throughout our team. When we get impacted with money, it's going to come from 50% total to the whole team. And so it'll be broken out among a lot of people, not 50% of any commissions. And there may be different commissions based on each product too. It's not going to be the same for every product. And Ash is going to be very fluid and dynamic with his compensation plan. And if it's not working, it'll get better. He'll fix it. So that means that it's going to always be built to work in our favor. So I've got about 3 things I wanted to share today. And one of them relates to the thundering herd, the other to the power of one, and history in the making. But before I do that, I want to speak to Michelle Kamstra Salvador. Her message was wonderful. Very appreciated all the words that you spoke. And, you know, going back through the history of how we met and how we communicated, it's interesting. And I'll talk about that when I talk about the power of one. But your journey through ONPASSIVE has been one that is replicated thousands of times probably, where people know someone and they speak and they join forces together because they believe in a project, they believe in something they have in common, and one thing leads to another. And so I commend you for the words. Your mom, her health, her dedication to you and you to her is heartwarming to see. And this is a family business. So we're glad that you promoted that to everyone. And I think it was very appropriate, everything you said. So thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome, Doc. You're an inspiration too.
The thundering herd was something I wrote and posted on Facebook, but some people might not see it. So I want to tell you what it said. We stand on the cusp of a new dawn, about to feel the ground rumble as the herd of buffalo approach our position. And in the post, I put a picture of buffalo running. And buffalo, the American bison, is a particular buffalo that's kind of fuzzy and furry, as opposed to the Cape buffalo, which is kind of like a short-haired dog, kind of ugly. But the American bison is kind of pretty. Has a lot of fuzzy beard. That rumble is the sound of hungry customers and resellers who woke up to the news that ONPASSIVE is being open for business. We own the high ground. There's no better place on earth to be than your current position. Stand your ground and be proud of the visionary leadership of Ashma Farah, the dedicated service of our tech teams in Hyderabad and elsewhere, and certainly the many hundreds of thousands who make up our founder base. And I've really become convinced that the number of people who are the base of ONPASSIVE number in the hundreds of thousands, not a million, because many founders have multiple positions. And so it's really the heartbeat of ONPASSIVE rests on a fairly small group of people if you're talking about the entire population of the earth. And so we are very fortunate people. The future for us is undefined as far as how big it's going to be, but it's going to be the best shape of your life, as Ash says. So do not fear the rumble. Understand and embrace it. It is a sound of freedom. Watch the rising sun and see the dust cloud of 1 million buffalo begin to appear, and know that you will soon be in the best shape of your life. And in that image of the buffalo that I showed, they were coming in a cloud of dust. And if you clicked on the picture and the video I sent, you would have seen cowboys herding the buffalo into a corral. They do this each year up in South Dakota, and they herd the buffalo to inoculate them and medicate them. And so the cowboys are kind of like the tech team in Hyderabad. They're guiding the customers in with targeted traffic to our websites, which are the corrals. And they're going to fix their businesses. That's the inoculation. We're sitting up on high ground as tourists watching all this happen in the video. And so we are several 100,000 strong watching the herd move down in the valley while we're up on safe ground. We're not doing the actual work. We're watching the cowboys herd the buffalo. So this reminded me of Ash and his targeted traffic guiding the customers to the websites. And I thought it was an appropriate analogy that the tech teams in Hyderabad, Dubai, Singapore in the future, they're herding the masses that's coming our way. And what better place to be, right? And then I wanted to talk about the power of one. You know, it only takes one person to make a difference in the world. And we start with Ashma Farah, who's making that huge difference. He's got the vision, and he's enlisted a few 100,000 of us with 1 million positions or more to do something good for the world. I mean, we've all united behind his vision. We've united behind the old blessed concept, and that's our basic culture to fill our pockets and then help those around us. So the power of one, Michelle talked about it. You know, she's like my #1 person that I talked to in Netherlands and Philippines probably too. She's got probably a huge team in both. And then there's Chinwei in Singapore, who led to everybody in Singapore being in my team. Not everybody in Singapore, but most of the people who are on this program anyway. And so I just connected to one person, and then everybody else comes in. And then Abdi Alasso is in Australia, but he's connected to thousands of people in Somalia. He's the great leader of Somalia. He will be, without a doubt, the global 1,000 leader in Somalia, an African country. And so the power of one person, you never know how good it's going to be. All you have to do is keep putting it out there. And I always tell people to network and to always look to expand your network, because you don't really know what other people know. You don't maybe know famous people or important people or powerful people, but those people know somebody that's powerful. You might just be lucky and pick a powerful person in your first connection, right? Like I made a connection with Ron and Tony Hayes, and the Hayes are very powerful people. And so they know 20 or 30 powerful people. And so they have a network of powerful people. So it's not really what you know about somebody that matters. It's what they know that really makes a difference. And so I would say to you guys, never discount the value of one person, because that one person could lead you to one other person who's extremely powerful. And that's the way networking works, is you expand your network, even if they don't seem like a significant person to you, they know somebody that's very significant that's going to impact your business. And I think classically in the network marketing business that a lot of us have been in, it's never your first person that you introduce a product to that makes your group grow. It's always somebody 4 or 5 down the line, right? And so that's the power of one person knowing somebody that could be the difference maker in your group. And with ONPASSIVE, it's even better, because we've got such much better product. We've got such better commission structure. We've got such a better team. And that's why history in the making is coming forward. And the top of this banner right above us says the history's in the making. So I wanted to kind of focus on that. And I'm going to throw out a couple of things that seem to be history in the making. And maybe we can have people chime in and talk about the power of one and history in the making. We've got a few historical facts that seem to be true. We probably will have the most members of any organization at launch. We've probably got the highest valuation of any company at launch. We certainly have the tallest building in the world, our offices. I mean, nobody can get above us, right? We probably have the greatest impact of any company in the world once we get going. So I don't think we could say that today, but I think in a short time, we will be able to say we've had the greatest impact of any company in the world. And that one will be one that Ash is most proud of right there. The most impact, because that's going to be the realization of his dream of one person helping one person, the old blessed concept coming to reality. We've often said that we're going to create the most millionaires of any company in the world. 1 million millionaires has been stated as one of our goals. Culture being unique and oh bless, I think that is historical. Blending the society in all ways. I don't think there's been a company that blends as many races, genders, countries, languages, ideologies, religions into one harmonious mass. That may be historical. We're egalitarian. We value the rich, the poor, the educated, the uneducated, and all the other varieties of society that we already mentioned. We value all of them the same. And so that's unique. That's historical, that Ash places the same value on somebody that tills the soil in Papua New Guinea as somebody who creates, nuclear engineering in Egypt, like Mohammed Kamal, his right-hand man, the COO in Dubai. He values everyone. And so I think that's historical, that we have a CEO that doesn't layer people by their previous resumes. We're all looked at as equal. And I like playing on a level playing field, and I know you do too. So those are my thoughts. And who else has something in mind about what is historical about what is ONPASSIVE and what it brings to the table. Faith, Joanne, Jeannie, John, anybody? Abdi?
What is historical to me, Dr. Bill, this Pastor Tony, is that we have opportunity to be able to go out and be a blessing and a beacon of hope and light to so many people who are right now, who are struggling because of our economy here in the United States and other nations who have been having no type of hope of how they gonna make their bills payments, how they gonna feed their kids, how they gonna take care of them. Well, hey, we are going to be that beacon of hope to go and bless and be able to sow a reseller position. After we take care of our needs, we're going to see a need, meet the need, and sow a seed. And only because of the heart of our CEO, we will have that opportunity to be able to bless many people, not just 1, 2, or 3, but millions and many people through what we are reaping and the apples that we're going to reap. It's always good to share. Because if you have apple pie, I look at it as apple pie. I can't eat every slice by myself, else I'll get fat. But if I can slice that pie up and take one piece for myself and share a piece with everyone who's around, and then guess what? All of us come together and we're all eating off that piece, off that one pie, one piece at a time. That's the same way with us going out, being able to help one person at a time become a reseller, not just give them a reseller position, but train them on what to do, how to do it, then help them duplicate what they're doing. I'm not talking about giving a hand down, I'm talking about giving a hand up so that they can help someone else get a hand up. And this is the power that blesses my heart and my husband's heart within ONPASSIVE.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
You know, I will always remember what Dr. Bill says, we cannot give from empty pockets. And the poor has been with us for the longest time. And we felt helpless. If we help one, we can't help all. But now with the 1.5 million of us, and even we can get resellers to join us in this OBLESS, right? And so we're going to be able to do something really, and that's history in the making. Good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And now I saw a hand. I have Miss Nafiso from UK. Hi.
Hi,
Miss
good
Nafiso.
afternoon.
Yeah.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it's been for you. I'm so blessed and grateful to listen to you every day. This webinar is my guide, I can say. Thank you so much, Mr. Bill William, everyone who's here in Singapore team. Thank you so much. We're blessed, we're grateful that we are listening to you every day. I'm literally joined ONPASSIVE as a last I can say few months, April, end of April, and we managed before the doors closed as much as we can. We reached the a huge amount of people, and then I'm so grateful that Abdi also found me, although I joined the first Zoom. Literally, I just bob up and I just listen. I didn't get it, and I seen the other day and said, okay, let's try. And then after 3 days, I joined. Grateful that he found me. So I'm so grateful. As I'm gonna say, my mentor, thank you so much that you found me. You give me that opportunity, and I didn't sleep with it. I just take it to the next level. So we support each other, and we do the Zoom each other together. We're doing well. Thank you so much. And ONPASSIVE, as I understand, although I'm a very baby, like a 4 months old, but I come to where I don't get everything, but I understand where I'm going. So to learn everything and to understand the concept is a great. So if you go details, you will form it. So on ONPASSIVE, I just looked the concept, where it's going, what is it? A lot of people believe in let's bring it sales resellers quickly, then I'm gonna get rich. No, it's not that way. I got the concept of ONPASSIVE, and we are going to do it in right way. Thank you so much, guys. We're blessed. We are learning every day from you, and we teach our people. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Nafiso. Well said, well said. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you saw the vision and you saw what's coming. And thank you for your sharing. Okay, next I would like to call upon Mr. Alaso. Mr. Alaso, please.
Hello, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are around the globe. Hello, Team Asia Pacific. Great webinar indeed. Beautiful webinar always. We enjoyed. It's really one of the webinars I always come and join and don't want to miss it. And a great presentation from Mabel too. It was inspiring again. You know, every minute of ONPASSIVE is always inspiring. And yeah, thank you everyone for all the attendees and participants and the leaders, and also thank you to Dr. Bill Williams, one of the great leaders that who I myself came through him. And I mean, if I go back a little bit about the time that I connected with him, it took me less than 5 minutes to not only what is that ONPASSIVE have, what is ONPASSIVE selling actually, what is the field, the market field itself. And then it was digital product. So I said, oh, 50% is gone. The other 50% for me to confirm where I'm going was the words from Dr. Bill that tells me what it is all about. And it was 10 minutes and then I was there. And yeah, if I just say something about a little bit about ONPASSIVE itself, it's really, you know, I was watching one of those old webinars that Ash attended, and you know, they're always exciting every time our leader talks. It's actually two guys. I don't know if I say before, there's two leaders that I always, when I listen, I never get enough of their words. I mean, it doesn't matter how many hours they talk, I always need more of them talking before they go. And one of them is a scholar, religious scholar from our country, called one of the scholars, and the other one is our leader, CEO Ash Mufara. So I was listening one of the webinars he attended in Papua New Guinea about last year, 2021, earlier 2021, and what that's when he was saying ONPASSIVE is humanizing business. That's a really hard word, humanizing a business. We know that businesses are always on the opposite to what ONPASSIVE is doing. Businesses are always giving less and taking more. They always have the neck to their customers, to the needy people. So he said, we will flip that down and change it to the opposite, which is what he's doing. Value, 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 value. I got that word straight away when he talks about value. And when he says value comes, money comes where value is. And that's the truth. And we're really grateful to Ash and his heart and his family and all the leaders who saw this vision well before we came. Because if leaders like Dr. Bill and Mati Digamo and Chris Johnson and Jeffrey Mollock and all the others did not see, and Redfern didn't see what Ash is saying, we wouldn't saw it. He wouldn't have that courage. We wouldn't be able to come in. So we thank all the leaders, and we thank Ash as well, and you guys here in the great webinar. All I'm gonna say is we are looking forward not only to have the total freedom. The total freedom means financial freedom and time freedom. That is the two valuable things that human needs when they are on this earth. Time and money is the most valuable things, because if you have the time and you have the money, you will be able to accomplish a lot of things. And we are so grateful that Ash has that vision to unstuck. You know, ONPASSIVE will unstuck us. We are stuck. We're human beings. We're stuck. We're stuck to 24 hours. You know, the corporate rat races and the greedy corporations. So when we get that time and the financial freedom, we know that we will have a lot of impact. The way our CEO impacted us, we will impact many other people in the world. And I'm grateful to that, especially to my people in Somalia, who are really much in a very hard situation. We're looking forward to OPLES and Academy. We will change a lot of things. And we thank you so much. I'll take all the time of yours. Thank you so much, ladies. We appreciate you. And glad to be here. I'm looking forward to next week. Is it for Julia and Bill Williams coming next week, I think.
Not next week.
Looking
Not next
forward-
week.
the
Following
week
week.
after.
Not
Following
following week, 22nd September.
Looking forward to that great leaders. Thank you so much,
We-
Mabel.
We will remind everybody that.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Mr. Alaso, for your sharing. We have two more person who's going to share, and then after that, we will get Pastor Tony to share about the 11th November project. So we have next Mr. Ashok Dakkan from India, please. Mr. Ashok, are you there? You can unmute yourself and speak.
Hello.
Hello.
My voice clear? Ma'am?
Yes.
Namaskar, ma'am.
Yes, you may speak now.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ashok. I am from India, Gujarat. I am proud founder of ONPASSIVE. I want to say something about your webinar. Your webinar is very helpful and knowledgeable to all founder, and I salute SR who made this platform.
Mr. Ashok? Mr. Ashok, you're muted.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Proud fund. Your webinar is very helpful and knowledgeable to all founder, and I salute SR who made this platform. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Ashok. Thank you. Do join us more often, since you find it very benefiting, right? Mabel is very good with whatever updates that she gives us every week. So do come and visit us every week. See you next Thursday. Okay, next we have Miss Debbie McConnick.
Hello, everyone. Good evening to our Singapore team. How is everybody today? Hello, Dr. Bill. Good to see you. And thank you, Mabel, for staying on top of everything. I'm calling in from Chicago. It's breakfast time here. So I know you guys are preparing to go to bed, so I won't keep you up for too long. I just love listening to all the presenters, to the presentation, and Michelle, especially you, because you are so strong to have your 81-year-old mom hang on and listen to you share your story. That's awesome, awesome. I've been following Michelle the first time I attended this webinar. Following Mabel, because I just had a one-line communication with her and I got drawn to this platform and I haven't stopped coming ever since. Because there's something that ONPASSIVE has done to all of us. Once we belong to one platform and you see how welcoming everything is that power of one. As Dr. Bill said, is the power of one. I come from Cameroon. It's a small, tiny country. People may know it for soccer and other things. So my name is Debbie McCormick. That when you see my name, you think I'm Irish, and then when you look at me, say, oh, and the accent, okay, what's her story? Why I'm saying this is that because of Mr. Mufare and the power of one, ONPASSIVE has been able to bring a lot of people with different, awesome, outstanding, amazing backgrounds together. Regardless of who you are, where you're from, we are here to uplift one another. And I can see all the places I've traveled and lived in Africa and other parts of the world, all the humans there, the humanity that need to be uplifted. And all my dreams, my antennas are constantly working, trying to analyze how to prioritize my giving. Because even the little that I have now, I share with basically every community and any community that comes to me for support. But my family thinks I'm getting mental because I already have a list. Every day I list people share. I add a list of the things to do on my to-do list with my ONPASSIVE income. And I think if each and every one of us has that vision, the power of one which has been created and given to us by Mr. Mufare, we're never going to go wrong. We already are changing the world. Just thinking that 1.something million people, even if it's just 1 million, because some people have more than one account, as Dr. Bill did mention, even if it's just 1 million, using All Connect, that is something that was built with the vision of Mr. Mufare. That is awesome. All that money that we're supposed to be paying, or for those who do own Zoom accounts that they pay, all that will go into, it will deviate it to something else. Isn't that awesome? I think just that one product alone is already uplifting a lot of lives. Mabel was struggling with this at the beginning of the webinar, and she paid for a service she could not benefit from. Zoom will not compensate that, no. But All Connect, I'm already envisioning what we're going to get out of it. So we all should just continue to pray and look forward to this journey, how it's taking us one step at another, and how we're making friends, we're making families. I've been to Singapore when I was living in Cambodia, but now I know if I have to go there, I'm not going to stay in a hotel. I'll not be a stranger. I will call up one of you guys, and you definitely will be so delighted to meet with me. I love to travel, and I'm looking forward to the day that we're able to travel to one another's place and visit in person. So anyone who is planning on coming to Chicago, I have room for you by the beach, which is where I live. So please, this is our family. And remind me when that time comes that I promised to house you when you come to Chicago. So that's the little I wanted to add. Thank you so much for always putting smiles on my face when I come to this webinar. Thank you, Mabel, Faith, and everyone. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Debbie, for sharing.
Invitation
so
well
uplifting.
accepted. You got many of us coming, you know.
Yeah, we have a room but facing the beach. Why not? Okay, next we have Mr. Mohammed, and then Mr. Kumaran, and then that's it. We will have Pastor Tony sharing after that. We have Mohammed, please.
Hello, everyone.
Mohammed Sia. Yeah. Hey, hi.
Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be on this panel list. I really appreciate it. I cherish every moment I came to this webinar. You know, I learn a lot from it. I would like to thank the host, the panelists, especially Dr. Bill Williams and Mr. Abdi Alaso. Those are my two mentors. As I always refer to, if it wasn't for Abdi, I wouldn't be here. And when Abdi introduced me to this opportunity, I just celebrated actually 1 year as an ONPASSIVE. It's kind of anniversary for me, August 14, just a couple of weeks past. And, you know, so incredible. Like, you trust the process, you embrace the journey, you learn a lot, you know, you take a role as a leader, and then, you know, you start to help the people, and then it just gives you that energy, that buzz that, you know, you want to continue more. And I'm the type of person who like to navigate. I'm always curious. I read a lot. I challenge myself and to stay on the course. And, it's been an incredible journey. And every time I come to these webinars, sometimes I take notes, sometimes I take mental notes. I learn a lot, and I'm so excited to be here. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Mr. Abdi and Dr. Bill Williams. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad. Thank you. Okay, Kumaran, do you want to say something? If not, I'll call Pastor Tony. Kumaran?
Just
Mr.
want to make
Kumaran?
just want to make an announcement.
Yeah.
Later, about 1 hour time, it's about now it's 11 o'clock. We'll be having our first Tamil speaking ONPASSIVE webinar. This is actually to have a community, help the community among us in Tamil language. So just who can understand Tamil and speak Tamil, until our old connect comes in, can join the webinar later.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kumaran, and congratulations for your first Tamil presentation. Thank you. Okay, next, I would like to call on Pastor Tony or Pastor Ron. Would you like to share about your event?
Yes.
Over to
Hello,
you.
everyone. I just want to bring some excitement in the room and just share with everyone that ONPASSIVE Team BAM, me and Pastor Ron are the leaders of Team BAM here in the ATL Atlanta area, but our team is all over. We have people from all over the United States and even other countries that's part of Team BAM. So we're having, along with our ATL team, Dr. Bill team, and everyone is invited.
Dr. Bill is our mentor. Thank you, Dr. Bill.
Dr. Bill is our mentor. We are underneath him as well. And majority of Team BAM is underneath him. All of our leaders are underneath Dr. Bill. So we have merged together and came together, and we're getting ready to have a November to remember.
Thank you.
Yes.
Man.
What I mean
Can't
about a November to remember, we are having ONPASSIVE Team BAM ATL presents its Harvest Time. ONPASSIVE Nares Meet and Greet, hosted by Pastor Ron and Pastor Tony Hayes, Dr. Bill Williams, and Tariq and Tiffany Dobbs. This is a first come, first serve event due to the event center only being able to hold 200 people. Atlanta is a great place in November to visit. Come enjoy the weekend with us if you can. The Hampton Inn Hotel has given our group a special rate for that weekend. So if you're planning on coming, you can take an RSVP, Pastor Tony, by September 25th. And I will share that flyer with Sister Mabel. She can get it out. And you can go to WhatsApp, to the Atlanta group WhatsApp, or you can go to Dr. Bill. He's going to post it on his Facebook page. I'm going to have it on Pastor Tony's Facebook page, and we're going to get the information out there. But you can RSVP us at teambam199@yahoo.com. The price for the dinner is $60 per person. And because we only have 200 seats, first person RSVP us and make their payment is the ones that going to be able to be part of our adventure, our awesome meet and greet. And yes, we're going to honor our leaders with awards. We're going to have prize giveaways, and we also going to have a gift for every single person that attends. And me and Pastor Ron want to see you there. So I'm telling you all, get ready to reap some apples. And if you're in it to win it and you want to meet Dr. Bill and meet me and Pastor Ron, come on out and be a part of our Atlanta November to Remember.
It's harvest time.
It's harvest time.
Yeah. Thank you, Pastor Tony.
Let me tell you something.
I wish we are nearer, then we could go there.
I wanted to say, Sister Mabel, let me tell you something. I know sometimes people say you could be passive in this business and create wealth and everything. That's fine, but let me tell you something. Being passive, sitting on the log, that wasn't for us. We had to get active, and by being active, God has blessed us with an awesome, awesome, awesome team. That's how we met everybody on this panel. That's how we met Dr. Bill being active. So I thank God for being active.
And I want to give a shout out to Team BAM. They're up early this morning supporting
Go team.
Supporting Team Passion and Team BAM. Amen.
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 Them to
Amen.
go.
Thank you. November to remember.
Yeah.
Okay, please remember
Yes.
that. We have November to remember. Thank you, Dr. Bill. You want to say something?
See you there. We're going to have a good time. This is all Pastor Ron and Pastor Tony putting this together. I'm enjoying being along for the ride. That's what happens when you get good leaders on your team. They pick up the ball and run, and you don't have to do it all yourself. And
Amen.
I'm blessed to have such a fine group of people that I'm associated with up and down the line, country to country. These are local stars. They're just like Abdi. They're just like Mabel. They're just like all the other stars. They're unique in their own way. They bring something different to the table, and I appreciate every one of you guys. It's fun to work with a team that pours out instead of just sucks it up and tries to do it all for themselves. These guys pour it out, and they're going to bless so many people. And they're a good role model for everybody else if you want to learn how to teach people to fish. These guys are big fishermen themselves who really got the science of teaching how to fish down pat.
Thank you, Dr. Bill.
Thank you, Dr. Bill.
You always want to make me cry, Dr. Bill. You always make me want to cry, man.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Bill. Thank you, Pastor Ron, Pastor Tony. And we thank you for all the people who have shared with us tonight. We thank you to Michelle, and all the brothers and sisters who have come on and to share with us. And Mabel, do you have anything else to say? If not, it's 10:17 now.
Yes. Thank you everyone for coming, and see all of us next Thursday, and then the following Thursday where Michael Williams and Julie Run will join us. Wonderful.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you. And Mabel, you did a great job, even though the tag failed you. Awesome job.
Thank you
so much. Yeah.
Awesome
And thank you,
job.
everyone. Yeah, thank you, everyone, for being present with us today. And we appreciate you. We value you, and we thank you. And we thank you for all your sharing. We learned a lot from everyone tonight. Thank you so much. So we call it the night. Good night, everyone.
Yes.
See you
Good
next
night.
Thursday.
Good afternoon. Good night. Next
Bye.
Thursday.
Good night.
Yes.
Good
Yes.
afternoon.
Yes.
To
Good
everyone.
morning. Good night.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
See you next week. See you next week.
Buddy.
Bye.
Bye-bye, you all.
Next week, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I don't turn it.